and also I understand that, we were preparing for this call. A few things that, we also understood from, from partnership standpoint that we would want to ask you, but and also understand your environment a little bit better. So I think I will start with that. But before I do that, I just want to see, what is your expectation from this session?
Sure. Well, I can tell you a little bit. So we have a password reset utility through our Footprints help desk system, but it requires users to pre-register, which a lot of times, by the time people need to reset their password, it's already too late for them to have pre-registered. So we're hoping to find something that can kind of integrate to allow like a question and answer type thing where students would be able to reset their passwords, and faculty and staff as well, without having to register ahead of time. So certainly, there was also a few security concerns with the password reset utility that we have. So we've kind of not been able to upgrade it. And, basically we're trying to see what else is out there, better ways to do it.
Okay. Footprints, are you also using the ITSM part of Footprints for your help desk?
Yes.
Right, you are. Okay. And again, from help desk standpoint, for your business hours, for example, your in-house team, are they basically doing administrative password resets, or are they doing the SSPRPs from Footprints? I mean, how does that work?
Yeah, they're doing all the password resets. On average, they get about 25 password resets a day from either students, faculty, or staff.
Hello?
Yep.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Sorry. Okay, I was cut. Sorry, Brian. I think I was cutting. Okay, yeah. So that makes sense. Let me start with giving you a little background on who we are. You must have heard of us because you are actually using the Looking Glass portal, right? Which is who in a way are associated with us. They're our technology partner. We are also part of the campus consortium. I don't know if you're aware of that, but we are BlackBeltHelp. We are of course funded and parented by campus consortium. You're already using our portal in a way, so that makes things really easy because we can put this product on your portal for all your login issues as it relates to password resets, right? For the Looking Glass portal. That's one thing. Now, talking about our AI product, of course, this is a niche functionality, and we are of course, we are a company that is not just a service company. Traditionally, we are providing support for 200 plus institutions on IT related issues, LMS related issues for 24/7 and after hours. I mean, that is that is how we are popularly known in the higher education domain, right, or space. In the last a few months or so, we have now diversified, of course, and ventured into products, and we basically, the endeavor is to become a one-stop shop, for student life cycle management, and we want to ensure that we're not just doing IT help desk, but we also providing products such as the AI for enrollment, admissions, and password resets, and of course these are products that we've really recently launched to ensure that we are the institution doesn't have to go anywhere. So they're using our services for help desk, and they're also using our products. Some of the clients that are using our AI products are, Colorado Community College System, Mount Wachusett Community College, in Boston. Of course, there are, Limestone College, these are some of the institutions that have recently been, in fact, recently onboarded the AI product. We'll go ahead and show you what the product looks like, but before I do that, I just quickly want to check with you, Brian. For again, for password reset, is there any other requirement? I mean, I'm looking at what are your mission critical applications, and what are the login issues that you would want our product or our tool to be able to cater to.
Yeah, so primarily we use Active Directory credentials for single sign-on into just about everything. Okay. So that would probably solve 95% or so of our password issues. Our state system has a instance of SAP that has a separate login. It would be nice to be able to reset those, but if we couldn't, it wouldn't be a deal breaker.
Okay, noted. All right, so let me jump right into it then. Okay, I'm gonna kick this session over to Victor to show you the product and what it looks like, and then we can chat a little bit more about how we can implement it for you, and what is of course what is the procedure and what is the pricing and so on and so forth. All right.
Sounds good.
Cool, Victor, over to you.
Thank you, Vincent. Good morning, Brian. My name is Victor, and I'm part of operations team managing products as well. So here I am to showcase you the product, which is the AI password AI bot capable of doing password reset. This is something that we have implemented for one of our clients. I believe you are able to see my screen.
Yes.
Great. So the interface that you see out here is being provided by our telephony tool, which is InContact, and we are using their chat feature, and that's where we have embedded this AI bot. So to begin with, all we will be giving you is a URL, and so the moment anyone clicks on it, a chat will get initiated. Let's say I say unable to log in. So then it needs to know which specific application I'm talking about. So let's say, so iConnect is their portal, is MWCC portal. And as far, so in the flow, they want us to identify the student, and then post that, they want us to create a ticket as well under that respective account. So we need to capture this information beforehand, and so that's what I'm doing. So it's going to validate. So I'm currently entering demo values. Okay. So this is completely customized to MWCC because they do have single sign-on, but their Blackboard application takes 3 hours to sync. And keeping that in mind, we have designed certain flow, and this bot is capable to identify whether it's a password reset or it's a non-password reset call, and accordingly it can take a call as well. Let's say yes, I was able to log in earlier. Now, it's going to give us a link, which primarily consists of steps that we need to perform in order to perform a password reset. Now, this URL will primarily have all the images, all the step-by-step process that someone can follow, and if they're able to log in, then say great. Thank you. Let's try that. So that means that the task has been accomplished, and it goes ahead and send a closing message, also ends the chat. The moment it is done, you can quickly go to the, let me show you the ticket section, which is our Salesforce, and a ticket gets created. And this is the conversation history that you see out here. So the entire transcript will get pasted, whatever discussion that has happened with the end user. Now, we are currently integrating this bot to perform password reset via Active Directory also. Now, if in case the self-help steps fails, then we will straight away go ahead and ask a few more questions pertaining to that individual. That can be like the last 4 digits of SSN, or maybe the GPA, and few more questions. And then once we validate that all the information that has been provided is correct and pertaining to that particular user, then we will go ahead and set up a connection with Active Directory, search for the user, do a password reset, come back, and give the password to the user. That will be a one-time password. And once the user is able to log in, then we again give them the self-help step to change it to maintain account security. So that's a typical functionality. We have also tried to put in small talks into it, wherein if someone would like to talk something, you want to do a general conversation, he can do that via this bot. So I can quickly show you another flow that is pertaining to Blackboard, which is part of SSO for MWCC, but it takes at least 3 hours to sync, so that the flow will be different. See? The same set of questions. So these messages can be customized. I'm just running it out of a sandbox.
And is this making sense so far?
Yeah, so we were just talking,
Right.
and you know, we have a pretty good understanding of how bots work, and we're certainly in favor of the password reset utility. I think what we're more interested in is how some of the back end stuff works.
Okay.
Is there a self-service component to this where we don't have to interact?
Well, this is we're looking at it from the student side.
I
So we would
that,
just put this out there.
Aren't we? Isn't our requirement here we want the students to be able to reset their password on their own?
That's what this does. This is chat box.
Is this a fully automated chat?
Hold on 1 second.
Okay. So right. So here it says that if 3 hours has gone, so it will do what it will do as per the logic. If in case the 3 hours is gone, then there is some problem with the MWCC system. So they want the ticket to be escalated or to get routed to a live agent who will be performing some additional steps and will be checking as to why the syncing has failed. They don't want bot to handle it because they want to capture a few more information, submit a form to their IT team, and so on and so forth. So that's the reason why it got transferred to a live agent. Had it been the answer would be like no, the 3 hours is not passed, then it would have said you should wait for 3 hours and it will get synced automatically. Then you will be able to log in.
Okay. So if we wanted to, if we were mainly just concerned about password stuff, we could basically just make the bot say, if someone says I'm having trouble logging in, take them through the password reset, and if they have any other issue, we could just have them call the help desk or transfer to a help desk or open a ticket online.
Automatically,
right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Exactly.
Correct.
It'll automatically transfer the call to the live agent at that point. So the bot can do the SSPR, and of course, if the issue is resolved, that's great. If it isn't, and additional backend stuff needs to be conducted, at that point, bot will automatically transfer the interaction to a live agent. Live agent will come on chat and he'll start, administratively resetting the password or what have you.
What if they're both on the phone?
To add to what Vincent has said, and I believe that was your question, Brian, that you need to know how the backend integration has been done and what all we need to set up this kind of bot for you.
Exactly.
Right. So, this school, MWCC, is currently on Salesforce, which is our instance of Salesforce. So they provide us the first and the foremost information that we need is the contact feed. We need to know who all will be there, who will be calling us. That will be the student, faculty, staff members, the entire list. And then so that we can create tickets under respective account. That is number one. Number two is we need to know the entire flow, how your current system works. And that so basis, so we can have a discovery around it. We can talk about what are your tools, how they get integrated, how your SSO system works, and you directly want us to access AD for password reset, or you want us to request your SSO system and then do a password reset. So that is one piece. Then we talk about if you're looking for creating a ticket in Footprints directly, then that will be another level of access plus integration that we have to do. So currently, this bot is capable of creating ticket in Salesforce. There is a model in Salesforce which we call as Carrier Pigeon, with the help of which the moment ticket gets created in Salesforce, an email will be sent to your to a specific email ID, basis which a ticket gets created in Footprints. So that is very much doable. That's a connector that we can establish with the help of Salesforce. The entire transcript that you see here will become a part of your ticket in Footprints. We would need we would also need to have a secure connection between BlackBeltHelp and your tools, your system. So that can be established via a secure tunnel being set between us and your system, and that system can be a machine, it will primarily be one-to-one mapping. So in the firewall, we're going to permit yours, and similarly, you will be permitting our machine, and then you need to also grant the LDAP-S access to us, so that when we query your Active Directory, we'll be able to do password reset. You need to provide us with the credentials, which will have the rights to do the password reset or unlock the account if required. So we can definitely give you the entire list of things that we need to set up this bot for you.
How are you verifying the student identity? Like with the bot, it asks for the student ID number or the social. So would you also need access into our banner system?
Well, if banner is, all right, we primarily need an API access to your banner system. That's an integration that needs to be established, because for a human it will be easy to log in with a credential and then search for the student ID, search for the additional information that is required to verify user, and once verified, it can follow the next step. Otherwise, what we prefer is a contact feed. So if a limited set of information can be shared with us. We can create an account in Salesforce for your institution, and then we're going to query it via that. Or we can set up an external database, maybe at your end, maybe at our end, basis which we can query all this information. So that's an alternate that we can do.
Okay, so you're basically taking a banner you're saying you're taking a banner export that already has all that information in it, ideally?
Right. Only the specific information, maybe like student number, the information that you need from us in order to create a ticket, in order to verify the user. That's it. So I will not require like 50 fields. We just need like 10 fields at the max, and that will solve our purpose.
Okay.
But
and
if
then
there is a different flow, and if there's a different flow that you want for faculties or staff member, for example, for a student, you want to promote your self-service tool. So you want the student to first follow the self-help steps and then perform the password. Then you want the bot to perform admin password reset. That can be done. But for faculties and staff member, if you straight away want them straight away want bot to go ahead and do an admin password reset by Active Directory, that can also be set. So that's programming that can be done. That segregation can be done.
okay.
How sensitive is the bot? Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. No, sorry, go ahead.
How sensitive is the bot for typing? Like if I type my answers in lowercase and it's in our database in like uppercase, will the bot kind of realize that, oh, it's the same and it's just the case is different, or will it reject that? Does it have to be typed exactly the same?
Okay, so you're talking about specific field, maybe like address, or you're just talking about name?
Yeah, okay. Like address. Say we verified on address. I doubt we'd do that, but if we did do that, if I typed it all lowercase.
Okay, that's not going to be a problem, because if you really want to have a match case kind of thing, and there's a common nomenclature that you follow, that it will either be in will be in uppercase, lowercase, sentence case, or it can be mixed. So programmatically, it can be controlled. There are converters. There are converter functions which can convert all this information. So just I believe if you have used Word, then there are options to convert your entire text into uppercase, lowercase, sentence case. So similarly, there are options in programming also, places that you can do that.
How about someone whose name is like Timothy in our system and they put in Tim?
Oh, okay. Then definitely not going to match.
So,
Brian, you need to have a. Yep,
to reiterate what Victor just said, what I wanted to tell you is that yes, what you're asking for can be done. So if you want a match case scenario, we can do that. And so bot can identify that if the information provided needs to be verified in the exact same manner as it has been entered, or it can ignore the match case scenarios. So yeah, bot can do that.
Ethan, but the input is Tim. The database says Timothy. So two different names. Bot will not be able to do that. So
just
to answer
uppercase and lowercase.
Right. All right. Thank you. All right, Brian. So Tim and Timothy will be two different identities. But if you have a field which says preferred name, maybe like a field which has got a full name, and then there's a preferred name, so we can definitely code our bot to check preferred name as well. And that preferred name can be Tim.
Okay, so basically we can make it match off of anything that we can export from Banner into another database for the bot to look at.
Right.
And then basically set the script however we want it to.
Yes, that is completely customizable. You can we just need the flow, we just need the conditions, we just need the end-to-end information, and then we can set up the bot. That will not be a problem.
Okay.
For these exports, how often do you recommend that we conduct them? We're adding users on the daily. pretty regularly. We want to make sure that we're up to date. Do you suggest this export be done hourly or?
Daily would do. Daily would do, because maximum of our clients do it daily. Only clients having like very less student volume, they do it like weekly, but it's a scheduler that we run at our end. So any point in time you do it, the data will get refreshed at our end. So no human intervention required. It is just you need to upload it. We'll give you all the information and post that. It will be done.
Have you done integrations into Banner before?
Okay, we are actually, that's part of our roadmap. We have not done it yet, but that is very much doable because we have done integration with other systems as well.
All right. Any other questions? All right. So that's all the questions we have so far. Is there other things that you would like to tell us or show us? Or talk about
this is a typical functionality. This is typical functionality of how bot works. And as I said, that if in case the bot is, if you are able to achieve success ratio of let's say SSPR only, which is self-service password reset, and due to certain issues, maybe like integration verification failures, or maybe pertaining to issues where the user wants to talk to a live agent instead of a bot. So all these conditions can be coded and can be taken care by a live agent by transferring the interaction to live agent.
Cool. Except I assume we could also set it up like when we have tutorials out on our website. If someone said I need to set up my email on my phone, we could just link them right to the tutorial on how to do that and say, "Does this solve your problem? Yes, no."
Oh, okay. So currently, this bot is, like you can say, domain specific. We have coded it to do what do you call, to perform password reset. But for any non-password reset queries, it usually get transferred to a live agent. That's how we have coded this bot. But the other scope that you're talking about, that if there is a network issue, or there's a printer-related issue, or maybe there's a simple browser-related query, you want the bot to handle it, then all those things will actually become a part of another set of what we call as an FAQ bot. So then you, but I think, so do you have a public knowledge base, or a knowledge base which is accessible to your student, which consists of commonly asked questions? Do you have anything of that sort? Okay.
Yes.
All right. So as we all understand technology, and we know that the end users can have n number of issues, and our knowledge base is something that we need to keep on like enrich. So I think we can definitely do that, but that will be a separate bot in itself, because this will be more specific to do a password reset.
Okay.
That can be done, because we do another type of bot, which is an FAQ bot. So you post a query, you get the response, and so we have done it for CCCS, which is Colorado Community College System. So we have done it for enrollment division of theirs. So any enrollment related queries are being answered there. So it's a simple stuff. You post a question, you get the response, which is a part of the knowledge base, basis which the bot gets trained on. But over a period of time, we need to keep on updating it, because the question bank, because the unanswered questions will actually help us.
Up, in such a way that the live agent can be, your team, or the live agent can be us as well. Depends on how do you want to set it up. I don't know if you have, if you're just looking at a business hour window, but if you also want to extend this into the after hours, we can do that. For a live agent to pick it up, maybe at say 10 in the night, for example, if you don't have that window already.
Yeah, I think mainly what we're looking for is try to reduce the number of calls for live agents and also to provide mainly password support when we're closed. We did look at using you for after-hours help desks previously, but our university didn't have the budget for it.
Yeah, I know. That's why I brought it up. I ran that session with you. And he was talking, and Victor was talking about the VPN and everything. Honestly, we don't really need to reinvent the wheel because everything is already set up, through our Looking Glass relationship. So, it's the same team, really.
Okay.
Right. So we just have to leverage the same folks. We can work with the Looking Glass folks as well to do, all the necessary integration. The VPN, if it's not already set up, we can set it up. But I'm assuming we can take advantage of the same tunnel that's been set up between you guys and the Looking Glass folks. Right. Is the portal hosted by us? Is it hosted by the Looking Glass team, or is it hosted, on site?
It's on the Amazon cloud.
Portal.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
It's hosted by you and Amazon.
Okay, Amazon. Yeah. Okay, cool. So yeah, we can take care of that as well. Do you really very quickly want to know a little bit about the pricing as well, Brian? Now that we
of course.
Right. Okay. Cool. So this is a flat $15,000 product. We will, which includes everything from implementation to bringing it, to basically implementing it, from end to end, right? And after that, it is per interaction cost is nothing but $1. So it's $1 per interaction, right? And that's it.
Okay. So basically, anytime someone uses it, it's $1.
Say that again?
Anytime anybody uses the bot, it's $1. That's how it works.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
That is correct. So it's a $1 per. So yeah, you're assuming the bot is going to go ahead and spend close to 6 to 7 minutes on an interaction. So that whole interaction is about $1. And we'll
okay.
Now this is the initial pricing. Again, I don't want this to become a deal that hinges on pricing. We are very flexible. You're also our existing client with Looking Glass, so we definitely going to take that into account. You can come to me and tell me what is your budget for this initiative, and I can definitely squeeze in and also cut you some slack on the implementation piece, right? So don't worry about it. This is the cost, which is this is a stereotypical figure that I've given you, but relationship standpoint, don't worry about it. Once you've decided you want it and you like what you see, then I can I'll make sure the pricing is not a factor for you.
Okay, yeah, I mean, it sounds pretty good. I can see it being helpful. Probably the biggest concern for me from a budget standpoint is the unknown cost of how many interactions it might have. That could go anywhere from
I can cut that for you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you told me you have about 25 calls, right, a day on password reset. Now that's $25 a day, right? Simple math, right. But of course that's going to blow you right through the roof. You might as well keep 5 agents then, right? So once push comes to shove, or this conversation gets meaty, I will definitely consider bringing you down on the interactions also.
That sounds good. So yeah, I'll talk with my team and we'll discuss it. If we have any other questions, we'll just send them to you via email, and then
okay,
sounds good. Kind of go from there.
Okay, that sounds good, Brian. Paul, and Ethan both are going to be in touch with you. They're on the call. Of course, Victor was the project manager who's demoed this product. I'm Vincent. I'm VP for sales. I'll be happy to jump on a call for any additional, follow-up sessions that you might want to do. As a next step, we'll still send you a proposal, Brian, right? So you have a formal document from us, and we'll put a ballpark pricing there. Based on your internal meetings and evaluation, we look forward to the next meeting and again bringing this product to your institution.
Yep, sounds great. I appreciate your time today.
Right? Sure. I hope this was good use of your time. And really quickly, did you like what you saw from product standpoint? From the way technically the way it's set up and everything. Are you sort of satisfied with?
Yeah, I like that. It's something the students are probably more used to using. They're bots on everything. We're also, I think we have the crypto app too, and I think you mentioned that it can integrate with the mobile app as well as the Looking Glass portal.
So using the crypto's mobile app as well. Okay,
correct.
Cool. So
yep.
Wow, you are really like a strategic member for us. You're using quite a few services. I'm sorry, I didn't know that. But are you also using the single sign-on?
We are.
That CAS.
Oh, we are. Right now we're using your CAS.
CAS.
We've looked at the quick launch.
Oh, okay.
Right now we are not planning to use that because of Ethos from Illusion as our single sign-on platform, I guess.
And you did mention that from authentication standpoint, we might need access to your banner. Is your banner classified?
Yes.
Okay, beautiful. So this should be, from implementation standpoint, we're going to be very transparent. This can be walk in the park because we know the team that you're working with in backend, which is, basically the campus consortium team. So we should be able to bring this to you. I think what you really you need to come back to us is, with a green or a green signal, and then don't worry about the pricing, Brian. I just figured that I just looked into my CRM to see that you've been with us for a while now, so this will not be a problem. Again, thank you. Thank you to your team as well. I believe 10 folks are on the call. Thank you. I hope it was a good use of time for everybody. We'll be in touch, and everybody have a great rest of the day.
Thanks, you as well. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah. Thanks, Brian.